webinar. I'm John Alleman, Birdies For Charity Manager and Sales Manager here at the Principal Charity Classic. I've spoken to most of you this year as it pertains to the program, and I look forward to working with you further. Many of you may remember the webinar from last year that took place at the kickoff, and we believe that this is the most efficient way to take full advantage of the program again. Today, we will go through the program outline, and for many of you, this will be a refresher. We will touch on the program sponsors, the program basics, the program reminders, and the program resources. As in years past, we have two sponsors for the 2018 program. Sammons Financial Group, who has been a part of the matching dollars for the program since its inception. Wells Fargo, our presenting sponsor, who came on board last year with the additional matching funds for the program. These two sponsors have made it possible for us to grow the program year over year and make it possible for the 10% match. They also cover all program administrative fees. Quickly reviewing the eligibility for organizations to be enrolled in the 2018 program, they must have 501c3 status and support children's programming in the state of Iowa. An organization does not have to be solely dedicated to children's programming, but the funds raised through the Birdies for Charity program do have to be used for children's programming in the state of Iowa. The second option is to be a school in the state of Iowa. This can be an elementary school, a middle school, or a high school. We are currently accepting new organizations into the program, so if you know of any organizations who are not a part of the program and you feel that they can benefit from it, please let me know, or you are more than welcome to share my contact information with them. You will receive 100% of every donation that is collected toward your organization. Plus, you will receive a 10% match on every donation up to $10,000 in total matching funds. If you raise $100,000 in donations, you will receive the max amount for matching funds of $10,000, plus the $100,000 that you raise through donations for a total of $110,000. There is no minimum amount that must be raised to receive the 10% match. Organizations may solicit pledges two ways. The most common form that we receive is a one-time flat donation. There is no minimum amount. The other pledge that a donor can make is a per birdie pledge. Let's say that a donor wants to donate 5 cents for each birdie made at the 2018 Principal Charity Classic. Once the tournament concludes on Sunday, June 10th, we will then send an invoice out to the donor that calculates the number of birdies made times 5 cents. Last year, there were 821 birdies made throughout the tournament, so their donation would be $41.05 if they pledged 5 cents per birdie. This invoice can be paid either by credit card or check. We will be sure to follow up with them to confirm that they received the invoice and to help with any questions that they may have. As in years past, there are two ways that donations can be collected. Donors can fill out a hard copy pledge form or donate via the online database. Hard copy pledge forms are available in our office in Urbandale, or they're in the Community Foundation office downtown. And you can also download an electronic copy of the brochure online. The Birdies for Charity program officially starts on November 1st and runs through July 31st of 2018. Once the tournament concludes on June 10th, the Birdies for Charity program is still active and you are able to solicit pledges. Pledges must be collected by July 31st, 2018 in order to receive matching funds. One of the changes that we made at the start of the 2017 program was going from an annual distribution to a quarterly distribution. We will continue with the quarterly distribution for the 2018 program. The distribution dates are as follows. Funds raised between November 1st and January 31st will be distributed in February. Funds raised between February 1st and April 30th will be distributed in May. Funds raised between May 1st and July 31st will be distributed in August along with the 10% match. The 10% match will be for the funds that are raised for the entire year. For the 2018 program, we just have a few reminders of changes that were implemented into last year's program. All new organizations must complete an application form to be enrolled in the program. If you were enrolled in the 2017 program, you will not have to go through this process. The second reminder is that donors who use their credit card have the option to cover their transaction fee. The Principal Charity Classic has picked up the transaction fee in the past, we are giving donors the option to cover that. We implemented this last year so that we can sustain the program long term, knowing that the transaction fee can get pretty high with some of the donations that come in. For example, if a donor wanted to pledge $25 toward your organization with a credit card, they would have the option to cover the additional transaction fee. If they choose to not cover the transaction fee, the Principal Charity Classic will do so. You will still only receive $25 if they do or do not cover the transaction fee. The final reminder is something new that we implemented last year. The first 81 organizations to make a pledge in the program will be assigned a player in the 2018 Principal Charity Classic field. Our field is finalized the Friday before the tournament, so on Monday, June 4th, we will send out a document that outlines which organization has which player assigned to them. Player selection is all based on random draw. Organizations assigned to the first, second, and third place finishers in the 2018 tournament will receive an extra $1,500, $1,000, and $500 in matching dollars, respectively. Program resources. These resources can be very helpful for you throughout the year. Each organization has their own username and password to log into their specific database. This allows for you to view real-time donations along with your donors' information. This can be easily downloaded into an Excel file for your use. The direct download link is a link that is specific for each organization. This is a link that you can send out to your donors, and this will only allow them access to donate toward your specific organization. If donors were to click on the Birdies for Charity link on the Principal Charity Classic site, they would have the option to donate to all participating organizations. So this link is very handy when you are soliciting pledges for just your organization. The final resource that you can download here is the Birdies for Charity Toolkit. This toolkit contains the Birdies for Charity logo, program overview materials such as this presentation, 2018 application form, and electronic pledge form. I will update information in the link as the year goes on and let you know when I do so. Thank you for taking the time to go through the 2018 Birdies for Charity program with me. I will be your point of contact for any questions that you may have or that donors may have. My contact information can be found on this slide, and please feel free to reach out to me with any questions. Our office address is also listed on the slide, so if you have a hard copy pledge form, please send them to this address. Again, thank you for your time today, and please let me know if I can be of any further assistance.